when we have smaller passages, like you have a little information that you can think and retain in a small amount of time. In that case, we read the passage first and then we go to the questions. So because this is a short passage, we're going to read the passage first and then we'll approach the questions.
Ma'am, we have already done this one.
Oh, have I had this session with you guys?
Ma'am, we did a few comprehension passages.
Okay, I'll share another sheet then. Just give me a second.
Yeah, Shruti ma'am, we are audible to you.
Yes, sir. Just give me a minute, sir. I'm looking for the other worksheet.
Okay. Hello students, am I audible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Today we are going to do like English comprehension passages what they asked in the last attempt in Nata 2021 in the month of April. They asked some of the questions related to comprehension, right?
Yes.
So what kind of comprehension was there? So if you can explain me, Shivang. So it's what kind of comprehension? It's related to literature English or it is related to aptitude type?
So it was like a small passage on any random topic.
Also, it's a just I wanted to know like a situational thing was there. You have to take decision or something like that comprehension or normal literature type?
No, normal literature comprehension.
Normal literature type.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think she is Shruti ma'am is just seeing that comprehension wala seat and then we can start the class. Okay. And yeah.
Yes, sir. I have it now and I can share
Okay,
this.
sure.
We can start.
Sure, ma'am.
Shruti ma'am, last time you have discussed, in fact, how to attempt these passages. First, we should go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I've already done that worksheet with them,
Yes.
one of them. So I just realized and I'm doing the other one now.
Yes.
Okay, guys, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So this is the first one. In this kind of a passage, you cannot go directly to the questions because they're asking you questions directly, which will be interpreted. So you need to interpret certain things. So in this case, you should know what is going on in the passage completely. So you'll give it a little more time than usual, like when you read any literature passage or philosophy-based ones, or anything to do with scientific things. Okay. Are you done reading? Can you go to the first question? Okay. So the Indian law regarding this case is option
Strict liability.
option A. It's given in the second last line. Then who's the owner of the dog?
Vijay.
Vijay
Vijay. Regarding this case, Ramesh's parents
would succeed in the claim.
will succeed in the claim. So right here. Then which of these following statements is true?
Yeah.
Which one?
Vijay has offered.
Vijay has not a ferocious dog. Option A. Any other answers?
C, option C.
Because Ramesh's parents can do that, but they haven't done that yet. Will succeed. So why dog lost his cool?
C.
Ball.
See, a ball hit the dog. All right. Come to the second passage. Okay. Come to the first question. In this case, the contract is
Illegal.
no.
Voidable.
Void. Voidable is a necessity. So even void ab initio makes sense. So I think the answer should be A. Void means it doesn't stand valid, like it's not valid. Second one, write the appropriate answer. So, which of these is the correct one? Quickly, guys, it's not that hard, no? If we go back to the passage, a contract made by a person so intoxicated as not to know the consequences of his act is not binding on him. So, because he was intoxicated at the time. Option B. Who agreed to sell his bike?
Pavan.
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 Contract. All right. Contract made by a person so intoxicated is. We just did this.
Option B.
Option B, not binding on him. Pavan filed a case on the grounds of. Guys.
A.
Intoxication.
It's given in the second para. Sorry, first para, last line. Come to this one. Okay, are you done? Come to the first question. Sadberry is engaged in manufacturing of.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
What was the scheme?
Option
Option
A.
A. Option A.
Exchange of sex wrappers would get a mobile. Choose the appropriate answer, which is choose the statement which is true. Okay. Which one? Option?
Option B. B.
Because this one. So this isn't true. Law says that consideration is the value paid for the promise. Consideration must be sufficient. They were not done by the contract. So option B is the only one we have any facts supporting. All right. But isn't it like it's a promotion of an all-binding offer scheme? All right. What do you mean by consideration?
Option A.
Value paid for the promise. Shopkeeper was?
Not aware.
Not aware of
Option A.
scheme.
Okay. Then come to this one. So these are situation based. In these, like you have scenarios they're given you, and you're supposed to interpret the scenario and then answer. So after these, we'll do the normal literature one that you've been doing. Just go through this one and let's finish this quickly. Okay, come to the first question. When is a contract formed?
After communication.
After acceptance of an offer, because when one person makes an offer to another and the offer is accepted, a contract is formed. So directly, right? Then in this case, Rajiv is liable to pay the amount, Rajiv is not liable, Rajiv is liable to supply 150 bottles, Rajiv is liable to pay the amount, but not to supply 150 bottles. Which one? Guys? Option A is correct. Rajiv. Question number 3, Rajiv. Can we see the answer for this one?
Wholesale dealer.
It's a wholesale dealer. Acceptance of an offer is complete when? It's the same question, the first one.
Option B.
Communication of the same is completed. All right. Right here we have it. Then the last one is Sandeep is the dealer of. Do you remember Sandeep? All right, guys. Sandeep isn't there. All right. So the question was Rajiv is the dealer of. Sorry. The other guy, Rahul. Departmental store owner was the first one, Rahul. I think this is a misprint. Okay, let me share the other one with you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these are slightly bigger passages now. So do you want to go to the questions first? So whenever you have bigger passages, it's always better to look at the questions first and then come back so that we have an idea of what we're looking at. So let's read the questions quickly. Don't read the options for now, just read the questions, like take a quick look over them. Wow, it won't be able to, like, okay, now. I shared this file with you in the chat box so that you can go back and forth when you're attempting this. Okay. Did you get it? Guys, you can find the file in your chat box. Please tell me when you're done reading the passage. Okay, are you done? Guys, can we go to the questions or are you still reading? Any difficult words, anything you cannot understand? I didn't, it's in the chat, Shivang. I'm not sure. Oh,
Even I
should
didn't
share.
get me.
Should I share the link or something? Okay, I'll send it to Gaurav sir. He'll send it in the group. Okay, he'll send it in the group, I think. Till then, let's go to the first question for this one. The 16th century was an age of great.
Option D.
Option D. Option D.
Sorry, option E.
Option E. What was it? The great dash. What's the answer?
Narayan.
All right. Next one is Magellan lost the favor of the King of Portugal when he became involved in a political. Guys, are you finding the passage difficult to solve, or were you not able to understand something about it? Tell me where you're facing a problem. Because this one, when we look at this marine and terrestrial exploration, right? So when I read terrestrial, that means land. So the correct option for this one should be option B, which is land. Then you come to the second question. Magellan lost the favor of King of Portugal when he became involved in a political entanglement. So here, involved in the quagmire of political intrigue. So if you do not ask me about these words, or if you do not understand certain words in the passages, then you won't be able to understand the questions they're asking or answer them completely. Then this one. The Pope divided New World lands between Spain and Portugal according to their location on one side or the other of an imaginary geographical line 50 degrees west of Greenwich that extends in a dash direction. Now this one. Let's go back to the passage. Can you tell me now? Guys, are we here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? Okay. Can you tell me now what is the answer to this one?
Still reading the passage. I didn't completely.
Okay. Okay, then tell me that you've not read the passage yet. I'll wait a little. But the thing about passages is it has to be a little quick. So I think that means we need to practice a lot of comprehension passages. Okay, guys, the PDF file for the passages is in Ignite India app right now. You can find it there. Okay? So like it'll be easier to go back and forth in the passages. If you see this, then you have... Did we read it? Are we done now? Okay, who's done reading the passage? Guys, you have to tell me something. I don't know how to attempt passages otherwise. I need an answer.
I'm complete.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the first question again now. The 16th century was an age of great. Now we know
Land.
yes, so land. Then Magellan lost the favor of King of Portugal when he became involved in a political entanglement. So this word over here, which we have, quagmire, is like a quarrel. So then the Pope divided New World lands between Spain and Portugal according to their location on one side or the other of an imaginary geographical line 50 degrees west of Greenwich that extends in a...
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
can you show that questions and passage in one slide so we can solve easily?
Oh, like you want to go back and forth. That's why it's been put in the app. Did you receive it in the app?
Yes.
Yeah, so like you could, what I could do is I could show you the question and you can keep going, like you can keep looking at your passage. So I won't go back to the passage again. I'll just keep staying at the question. All right. So for this one, the Pope divided New World lands between Spain and Portugal according to their location, one side of or the other of an imaginary geographical line 50 degrees west of Greenwich that extends in a which direction? Did you find it in the passage? when you say Pope, papal decree is by the Pope. That is what they're referring to. And this is the line that they're asking about. Had assigned all 9 land in the New World west of 50 degrees west longitude to Spain and all the land east of that line to Portugal. All the land east of that line to Portugal.
Yes, ma'am.
Then it shouldn't be that, no? Finally, they found passage resort near longitude. If they're dividing into west and east, then the line would be opposite, no? It will intersect. So it should be north and south. Because they're asking about the imaginary geographical line's direction and not the direction of the divided parts. So it will be, so if the divided parts are west and east, then this should be north and south, right? Does that make sense? Guys, can you make the correlation? Okay, in chat someone answered. Okay, okay, Yashashree. Then you come to one of Magellan's ships explored the dash of South America for a passage across the continent.
A.
A is correct. Is A correct? Oh, wait. One of explored the coastline. No, like he went.
He explored the topography.
Topography, ma'am.
Yeah. He went inside, so it should be topography is
Physical features.
physical features. So in this passage, you'll notice that like they're playing with the words. So like they'll give you a difficult word in the passage, and when asking you questions, they're using synonyms of that particular thing. So it's a rather hard comprehension. If you're finding difficulty solving this one, it's okay. I don't think they'll give you harder passages than this. 4 of the ships sought a passage along a southern southern body of land with water on 3 sides. What is that?
Peninsula, ma'am.
Yeah, peninsula. So like knowledge of geography is gonna help here. The passage was found near 50 degrees south of
Greenwich.
In the spring of 1521, the ships crossed the the passage was found near 50 degrees south of south was different, no? Yeah, 50 degrees. Passage, this one. In search of water across the continent, this ship sank, but the remaining 4 ships searched along the southern peninsula of South America. Near a latitude of 50 degrees. So that becomes the equator. So for the sixth question, the passage was found near 50 degrees south of equator. In the passage, they've given it here. Where was it? Finally, latitude. So latitude is what? They've not like, so Greenwich thing was for the one above. I mentioned here. That's Greenwich. So yeah, the only fact that we have here is latitude. So latitude is when you talk about the horizon.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, the equator. So with the line that divides Earth into two. So it should be this one, right? Then in the spring of 1521, the ships crossed the dash now called the international date line. Let's go here. So when you're looking at passages like this, if you want to find information quickly, you have to look at things like this. So when I want to find evidence for this particular one, I'm going to go look back in the passage where I can find 50 degrees S or like 50 degrees south. And for this one, I'll look for 1521. So that way you're able to like find information quickly. Those who remain cross the meridian, we now call the international date line. Okay, so it should be they're testing my geography knowledge too. Okay, they're the first panorama, those who remain close to meridian.
A.
Option A, the two circular lines, imaginary circle passing through the poles. Very geography heavy question. After that, let's come to scientists. So, you know Marie Curie, what was the main discovery she made?
Radioactive substances.
Radiums. Yeah, so like I think this is also, yeah, they mentioned this here also. Okay. So let's read this particular passage. I think almost similar to the last one, a little bigger. But this time it's more like a biography. Yeah. What is Arya celebrating? You want me to go up over? Okay. Are you done reading? Okay, okay. Take some more time. Okay. So I hope everyone's done reading. Uh, let's go to the first question. Question number 8. The Curie's collaboration helped to unlock the secrets of the atom. So the Curie's dash collaboration. Okay, guys. When you go to this, think of the synonym of the word amicable. Amicable means friendly or, uh, yeah, friendly is the main meaning of amicable, or someone who is good with people. So that's why the answer should be option A, friendly, which is the synonym of amicable. Okay. Then come to Marie had a bright mind and a dash personality. Any clue? Can you find it here?
We can find it, but we don't know. We don't know the name.
Okay, okay, I see. So when you say blithe, you usually mean light-hearted or someone with what do you say, fun spirit. So even humorous comes close to it, but blithe is more close to your lightheartedness. Then, when she learned that she could not attend the university in Warsaw, she felt disgruntled, is the word. What do you think it is? So, disgruntled usually means deeply annoyed.
Plus,
No, no, to be disgruntled is usually to be very annoyed by a certain thing, feeling like you cannot do anything in the situation. It's that feeling, okay? So that's why it should be frustrated or annoyed, thus making B option the correct option. It's a synonym. Then Marie dashed by leaving Poland and traveling to France to enter the Sorbonne. This one is quite easy. What was it? Here she says, no? She became disgruntled, determined to receive a higher education. She defiantly left Poland. So, defiantly is the word you're looking for. Now we go back to this. So, what is defiant? You guys can try. What do you think, like, by reading that particular line, what is the sense of the line you get? So, she was being defined by leaving Poland.
A.
A. She was challenging authority. Then 12th, dash, she remembered their joy together. Go back to the passage. Here, despondently, she recalled their close relationship and the joy they had shared in their scientific research. So, being despondent is guys, sorry, you want to try? We just read the word in the sentence.
Option C.
Despondently, no, there is no mention of her crying, right? If you go back again, right? Marie was stunned by this horrible misfortune and endured heartbreaking anguish. So, yeah, it makes sense if she cries, but despondently, she recalled their close relationship and the joy that they had shared in the scientific research. The fact that she had two daughters to raise by herself greatly increased her distress. Now, why are we reading the lines next to the line which has the word is because when in a sentence you read that particular word, you need to make sense of it even if you do not know the meaning. But when you get the context, like when you get why this word is being used in this situation, you get a basic sense of what the word means. So, whenever you have a word you cannot recognize, please use this method. Try to read the line before it, try to read the line after it, and then try to think of what kind of situation this is. So, in this case, dejectedly would be the correct one. Then you have 13th question. Her dash began to fade when she returned to Sorbonne to succeed her husband. So Curie's feeling of desolation finally began to fade.
B.
So option wretchedness? No, no, no. Like so, think about this. What was happening till then? Like she wasn't having a great time till here, and then they're talking about this. Her feeling of desolation finally began to fade, and then they mentioned she was the first woman to be given a proper professorship at the world famous university. Then she received Nobel Prize. So good things are happening to her now. So from that point, okay, I don't know.
D.
13 wretchedness. Then the last one, let's finish this session of the last question. Even though she became fatally ill from working with radium, Marie Curie was never.
B.
Option B or C? What did you say? She never became disillusioned about her work. So the closest word here, we do not have the close word to disillusionment, but then we can talk about disappointment. So option C, disappointed. Okay, I think you can try attempting the rest of them on your own, or we can discuss them in another session. I've given an answer key somewhere here. Yeah. So you do have answers for this one. But I would suggest that you do the questions first and then look at the answers and not the other way around. Okay. Thank you, guys. Gaurav sir, I think now we
Thank
can
you,
end the
everyone.
session.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at 7 p.m. with Pujaman class. Okay. Okay. Bye bye, everyone.